Hi, so right across from my root garden is my bee garden, and which is fairly new. Half of it's new, half of it isn't. And then I also got a bit of a bed on the north end there that last year I planted my sunflowers and squash, pumpkins, and had some of that going on there. There's some lawn in the area. It's actually an area I do still mow. And I figured, well, if it spreads, those are viney plants, they can spread out onto the lawn. But unfortunately, the deer got to a lot of it last year, so I'll give it another shot this year because I think it's a good spot. It gets a lot of sun. But I don't know if the deer will get it again. But anyway, this doesn't look like much, but this is the bee garden part of it, and this has a lot of bee balm, a lot of Monarda growing in it, and those are the stalks you see lying down. And usually I just kind of break the stalks down and let them mulch in beds. I don't really pull them out. I don't really pull much of anything out to compost in a separate pile. I let it compost where it grows. Just like my vegetable bed. I don't know if you noticed in the earlier video, I had pulled up some of the grass and I just, let it compost right there. So anyway, this has a lot of bee balm in it. All this area where you see the stalks, that's all bee balm, Monarda. And there's a couple other herbs in here which are not up yet, and we'll ID those when they're up. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet, so we'll just look at it when it comes up. And there's lots of nettle in here, which I'm not real crazy about because I got nettle all over the place in other patches, which is more suited for where I want it, and unfortunately in here I don't want it. But we'll see what I can do this year. I tried to contain it last year, but it looks like it's spread. So anyway, this little patch in here, you can kind of see the clumps. This is all echinacea, and it was new last year. I planted from seed from my greenhouse, and so there's a nice little patch of it in here, and there's my rhubarb. Got one plant. This is nettle in here, which is kind of spread into the bed there, and again, I'm not real crazy about it being there. I might pull it up because I got so much of it elsewhere, like I said. So also down in here, probably stepping on it because I'm now realizing where I'm at here. So with the echinacea, then there's also some other clumps here, and this is hyssop. And I planted 3 different kinds. I can't remember which one this is, so I'll ID it again when it gets up. I plant so many herbs that sometimes it takes me a couple years to get a fix on it, what is where, and I have to learn it a little better myself. So, but that's all new. So I had hyssop, the coneflower, the hyssop, and I had some more in here, and usually I try to plant perennials, but I'm not sure. Some of the other types of hyssop, they might have been annuals. I'll have to see, but the clumps in here are motherwort, and that's just, it came in on its own, so that's okay. We'll leave that there for now. And I also had, okay, it didn't come up yet, so I'm not gonna say until it comes up. There should be a couple other things in this area, but we'll see. So this area here, like I said, I'll try to maybe clear out this nettle a little bit here and where I have the straw and just kind of get that out of here if I can. It spreads by rhizomes, so it's not real easy to get out once it finds a good area that it likes to live. So we'll see what happens here, and if not, I'll just keep it chopped down. I'll keep harvesting it, keep it low, and you know, that'll help the other plants that I plant in here. You know, once they get tall, you know, they'll you know, be taller than the nettle, and you know, maybe they'll have a good chance of growing. So even with the nettle in there, I also want to point out here, this is, I talked about nettle liking compost pile, and this is one big pile that was an old compost pile, and this is one of the places I like to harvest the nettle. And it grows really well here, and it's really nice nettle. It's got some really broad thick leaves, and it just loves it here. So this is one place, and then I also have another patch. I'll just show you real quick over here. I got some other stuff over here. I was gonna show it another time, but since we're talking about nettle, this is another huge nettle patch that I have right here. And again, this I had compost piles in here, and I had my farmer friend knock it down for me, and the nettle just went crazy, of course. And as you can see, I've started another small pile there, composting. So I put it on the edge of the nettle bed, and you know, I probably have nettle growing on top of that at some point. But anyway, this is a real nice big area. It's all nettle. So I have plenty to grow, to harvest for my flock to use for minerals, and you know, to help support the fermented feed. So I've got plenty. I just gotta put on my gloves, I guess, and get in there and chop it down. So it is stinging, even though I like to go barehanded. So we'll come and visit this bed again when you know, we get a few more things popping up. I do have a few more herbs in this section here, but you know, we'll look at it then.